Hey y'all, come look at this.
So excited for the post-apocalyptic season. So excited for the post-apocalyptic season. How the fuck did they fumble this bad? How's it going, y'all? Name's Nightmare, and we're doing another review video for the 3rd time. And it's a season for sure. If you play the season, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Where to begin? I guess the vehicles wouldn't be a bad start. Now, the whole premise of the season was the Wasteland / Mad Max style, which is pretty cool. I'll give Epic this, they weren't afraid to try something new with the gameplay loop. The problem was, well, the cars were stupidly overpowered at the start. So for the first 2 weeks, it was just complete chaos, and I loved it. The first 2 weeks of the season were so fun and chaotic and unlike anything the game had ever seen before. Now, you might be wondering, what made it so fun? Well, I'll tell you. So, with the release of the new season, cars got giga buffed. I'm talking fuel that essentially never runs out, buff vehicle health, and vehicle mods. We got quite a few vehicle mods like the machine gun turrets, grenade turrets, spiked bumpers, cow catchers, bulletproof tires, and off-road tires. Oh yeah, and repair torches so that your car can never break. And just to sprinkle some more chaos, we got Nitro, which makes your car and you go supersonic speed and destroy everything. On top of all that, you could get mythic cars and the war bus. Despite how you were basically driving a vehicle that screams, "Shoot me," the war bus was a fun return from the past, and the EMP was very unique to it.
Hey bro, watch your jet. Watch your jet, bro. Watch your jet.
As for the mythic cars, Jesus fucking Christ, I'm so glad these were nerfed. Initially, they had a self-heal mechanic, which when combined with a repair torch made you unkillable. After the nerf, they were kinda I mean, they did have more health than normal cars, unlimited nitro, and depending on which one you got, essentially made it a cakewalk to fight people. Still good, but you couldn't be as aggressive with them anymore. And I realize now that all of that is a good thing. Stepping away from the vehicles for a bit, we didn't really get many new weapons this season. We got Nitro Fists, which are the bane of my existence, Nuka-Cola and Slurp Cacti, I'll always take some more healing items, the Boom Bow, which, yeah, was hella overpowered, but was also a really unique gun, and the first crossbow / bow type weapon we've gotten in a hot minute. The mythic weapons were also very powerful too. Each one was useful in some way, and I found myself using any that I could get my hands on. The medallions they added were also really good this season. Whether it was Megalodon's Unlimited Nitro Medallion, Ringmaster Scar's Unlimited Ammo, or the Mechanist Shield Medallion, each one was significant in its own way. And then the nerfs came. Most of the comp community was complaining about all the new items and how stupidly broken they were, and you know what, I'll give them that. Pre-Nitro nerf was disgusting. So, Epic nerfed some stuff, and then some more stuff, and then some more. So after all that, most of what made the season fun was gone. I genuinely can't remember all the nerfs, but I know some of them had to do with cars, which sucks, but you know, balance. And thus, the fabled Season 3 curse had arrived and quote-unquote ruined this season, which is a shame considering it didn't really hit the same after. As for new additions, they added the Tri-Beam Laser Rifle, which was essentially just the blaster rifle from Star Wars. Don't attack me, Fallout fans, I know it's not the same thing. Ride the Lightning Mythic, which I forgot about, and the Tow Hook. We also got the Heavy Impact Sniper Rifle, which is really good, and the Combat AR to coincide with the Mythic version of it. As for Unvaults, we got the EMP, Crashbed Juniors, and C4. But wait, there's more. We got the Wasteland Biome with Megalodon coming in with the Sandstorm. We got 3 new POIs, Redline Rig, Brutal Beachhead, and the Nitro Drone. Rim Fencing, which are all really well made and fit the whole vibe the season's going for. Oh yeah, and Snooty kinda got hit with a bunch of sand and became sandy steps. Initially, I thought it would take up more of the map, but looking at it now, it does take up a considerable amount of space, and several new biomes and regions to accompany it. Like the seasons before though, it suffers from the barrenness of Chapter 5. I'll give it the benefit of the doubt though, as it is meant to be a barren wasteland with nothing for miles and miles, and the cars essentially made it easy to get from point A to point B. Notice how I didn't mention the summer event. That's because it was literally just one skin and a set of challenges. Come on, Epic. Outside of Battle Royale, we also got the 4th season of Festival with Metallica headlining, even getting their own concert. We also got a new mode in the form of Battle Stage, which is just versus mode for Festival, and not to brag, but I've won 3 games before getting rolled over and over. Yeah, I know. Pretty good for a rhythm game noob like myself. I really enjoyed the Metallica songs on lead, even if there were times I couldn't keep up. Anyways, KRLG's next, and I'm so hyped for that. As for Rocket Racing, we got its 3rd season, Inferno Island. We got some new maps, a casual mode after 8 months of not having one. Yup, you heard me right. Not much else to say really, apart from the fact that the challenges are still very grindy, but it's worth it for free boost. And I'm gonna be completely honest, I'm not really sure what they added to Lego Fortnite. I know they added fast travel, but that's the only thing that I've been keeping up with. Oh yeah, and we're getting official Lego Fortnite sets, so that's awesome. And towards the end of the season, we got the Fall Guys update, which let us play as Beans in both creative and Battle Royale. I haven't played much of the creative games with this feature, but I love the little Beansies character got. They're so cute. Now for the elephant in the room. Initially, I wanted to add this on to the previous section, but considering how big it is, it only felt fair for it to be its own separate section. So, completely out of the blue, we got Fortnite Reload. I was not expecting this to drop at all, but it was a very pleasant surprise. Essentially, it's like Rebirth from Warzone. 40 players, smaller map, and so long as you have one teammate up, all of you respawn until it gets cut off later in the game. It was a nice break from all the chaos in Battle Royale, and touched the nostalgia bone. There's a mix of classic and modern weapons, and unvault every once in a while to keep it fresh, like the charged shotgun or the thunder pump. I love the look of the island with the OG visuals, and the combination of old POIs and new ones, if you count Motel as a new POI. And even now, as I'm recording this video, it's still going strong, so it's definitely sticking around in the near future. Switching gears back to Battle Royale, we got the Pirates of the Caribbean mini event, which was decent. I don't feel like this map fit the aesthetic that the event was trying to go for, and it felt kind of half-assed, to be honest. Now, don't get me wrong, I enjoyed it, but I don't know, man. We got quite a decent amount of content. We got a new POI with the event, an update to a landmark on the eastern side of the map, a ship and a bottle mythic, which was stupidly broken in builds, go figure, and cannons and flintlocks returned, now with low gravity when you shoot. And for some reason, they decided to switch up the challenges so that you can't even finish the mini pass in about a week. So now you have to do all the challenges to get the event currency, which is so dumb. Not to mention the fact that they were unnecessarily grindy and time consuming. Like, seriously, kill 99 players for 5k? Onto the Battle Pass. I think it was a pretty good one. I'll let Editing Nightmare take over from here.
Hey all, post-production Nightmare here with the Battle Pass review. First things first, the Mechanist. I think it's a pretty solid skin, not gonna lie. I like the red and black. Her edit styles are really cool. I like the one with the jacket, that one's one of my personal faves. 9 out of 10. Next up is Rust. It's a pretty unique skin, you know. It's a Rust Ordry skin, can't complain. He's one of the OGs. He has a Metallica shirt, which coincides with the Metallica collab, which is cool. And it's always cool to see a Fortnite character wearing merch from, you know, another IP. I don't really see myself using the skin often, but it's a pretty cool skin. For those who enjoy it. 8 out of 10. Alright, next up we got Peabody. This is the gimmick skin of the season. You know, there's always got to be a silly skin in the Fortnite Battle Passes, and he ticks it up. I really like the design with like the sweater and 3P pods. I like his whole aesthetic. pretty cool. I could see myself using him every once in a while. 7 out of 10. Alright, next up we got Ringmaster Scar, which just about covers your psycho Aussie stereotype in video games. I really like her design. She fits the Nitrodome's aesthetic and also like the whole Wasteland Mad Max type theme. 8 out of 10. But that one itself we don't talk about. Alright, next up we have the T60 Power Armor. Now I don't play Fallout, so I don't really have much of a connection to the skin, but it's always great to see another gaming legend come into the game. Do I see myself wearing the skin often? No, not really, but it's nice to have another gaming legend skin. 7 out of 10. The Black Knight edit style is really cool, and I like it when they do that for IPs. Alright, next up we have Bright Raider. Initially I wasn't really a fan, but seeing her in game, yeah, 10 out of 10. I don't think I need to explain myself anymore. Alright, and lastly we got Megalodon. His design is so cool. I like all of his set, and like his whole aesthetic compares, or not compares, but like is similar to that of the Megalodon, the extinct shark. I like the nitro going through. He's basically Fortnite's Bane, if you think about it. If we're gonna have Bane, we might as well have someone close enough to it, right? They honestly been killing it with all the tier 100s, so this one isn't really any different. 10 out of 10. And his built-in emote is pretty cool. Alright, and last but not least, the secret skin, Magneto. I really enjoy Fortnite's take on a Wasteland Magneto. I think it's really cool. I really like his design, especially with the cape. Like everything just flows, and then like the little mask to it. Like it's so cool. But if you're not a fan of this one, you also got a classic one. Now I don't know if it's just me, but like the helmet looks a little So me personally, I'd prefer running the Wasteland one, but to each their own. 8 out of 10. Another Marvel skin. I mean, we're basically gonna get Marvel skins to the end of time at this point. Yeah.
Lastly, story, and this time I know what I'm talking about. Shout out to Restro, by the way. He's such a goated lore YouTuber. Essentially, the premise of the season's story is that Megalodon has landed onto the Wasteland and is planning on refueling a ship, the Leviathan, with nitro so he can destroy the island. And it's up to us to stop him. So, through a series of quest lines, with voice lines too, which I love, we collect each of the gems part of Pandora's box and move one step closer towards stopping Megalodon and finding Pandora's box. So this storyline all culminated with the mini live event where a familiar face sabotaged Megalodon and exposed Pandora's box underneath Redline Rig. I really enjoyed the season story a lot compared to the other two. The dynamic between Hope and Jones, actually hearing their voices, and the fact they're pulling from previous stories from this chapter makes it feel so much more cohesive. And even as I was editing this video, doing the epilogue for the story quest, like seeing all that tied together, like Hope and the Oracle actually interacting with Jones and Magneto, like I don't know, like it was cool, and I really loved seeing like all of that just like tie back together and just push the narrative forward as we move to the Marvel season. Let's fucking go. I'm hyped for next season, and from what we saw at D23, it's gonna be a good one. Not gonna lie, I was freaking the fuck out when I saw Mysterio the first time. And Doom's design too, like. But with that being said, I hope you all enjoyed this season's review. I think it was definitely a unique one for sure, but all the negativity and nerfs kind of marred it. I'm so hyped for next season, and I really hope it's a good one. I don't want to eat my words again. What do you guys think of the season? Let me know in the comments below, and any feedback is greatly appreciated. These videos are such a blast to make, and I'm always looking for ways on how to improve them and just improve the viewing experience for all y'all. Take care, and I'll see y'all in season 4.